and welcome to the kitchen.
I was born and raised in the South, in the city, and now I live in the Midwest, on a farm, and I love it. Other things I love are Jesus, my family, and everything food. I'm so glad you decided to join me today.
Y'all, I'm so excited. I have one of my beautiful, amazing daughters here, Lillian! Woo woo! We're gonna make one of Lillian's recipes today. What are we making, sugar?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Yes! Y'all, these chocolate chip cookies are not your average chocolate chip cookies. I mean, everybody makes chocolate chip cookies. I make chocolate chip cookies, but these are unbelievable.
And they turn out different every time.
That's my girl!
Let me show you what you'll need.
Lillian has created sort of a sculpture, an artistic rendering of all the ingredients, and it's hilarious. Look at that. Looks like a chocolate chip walkway and then kind of a Stonehenge butter thing going on, and then looks like a brown sugar nest with eggs. It has instant coffee and vanilla and sugar and salt and baking soda. And don't forget the instant coffee because that's kind of the main ingredient. But this thing makes me so happy. I told her to set up the ingredients.
Preheat your oven to 375. And a little tip that I do is I get the eggs from the fridge and I place them on the wire rack while it's preheating in order to get them to room temperature. And if you're brave enough, you can also do the butter. However, make sure that the butter does not get melted enough to drip onto the bottom, or else it's gonna smoke and be bad. And I have lit a towel on fire. So as you can see, we have the biggest bowl in the kitchen because this is a double batch.
Okay, so Lily, what do you have in your bowl? She put them in the oven. But hey, I mean, it's fun, so. I always let my girls cook when they were little. Messes, schmesses.
You pick up some unorthodox tricks.
Also, Lillian is an artist, and so she's in nursing school, but she did go to art school in Ireland for a semester. She got to go to the Burren College of Art. So what do we got in here, Lillian?
So I've got the butter, and I try to pre-mix my butter a little bit, and then I add the sugar, and I kind of cream those together.
So you pre-mix your butter by itself?
Not always, but sometimes I just think it's kind of fun.
Let's do it. I love it. That's super fun. One time when Lillian was little, I would let the girls stand on chairs next to me while I was cooking. We were doing cookie dough. They would stand on chairs and, get to do the mixer. Anyway, was Savannah holding the mixer? She had this long hair, and I believe she was 4, standing there next to the mixer, and she leaned over and her hair got caught in the mixer.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to give Savannah a hug.
Oh, so sweet. Okay, so you were trying to give her a hug, so you were leaning in, and then the mixer got caught up in her hair, and Savannah ripped the plug out of the wall just in time. It was right up there. It was amazing. True story. But as you can see, it didn't traumatize her from cooking.
I got a cookie dough bath.
Hey, I mean, that sounds kind of good. What did you just add? Your sugars?
Yes, I added the 1 cup brown sugar and the 1 cup white sugar, and then you cream them together until it's light and fluffy. So that takes a minute.
I can't believe your butter turned out so well after you stuck it in the preheating oven. I've never done that. I love the creativity of my girls. I'm so impressed, Lily. She's a nurse girl, so nursing school, so she washes her hands probably too much. I mean, can you wash your hands too much? Lillian says no.
No. So here we have our vanilla. I've stolen Mom's vanilla bean paste.
That was so cool.
And so that's at my apartment. About 3 teaspoons of this, but you never measure, so.
Oh, that's my girl. 3 teaspoons. I love it. No wonder these are so good. Lillian, you make these cookies how often? Every week?
Every week.
And you make them for Bible study?
Yes. Yes.
I'm telling you. Lillian is amazing.
Last week I burnt them, and so half of them were just not great, but my Bible study gals were super sweet.
Okay, but if you burn them, Grandpa always loves burnt cookies, so,
That's true.
You could bring them to Grandpa. You probably didn't burn them as badly as you thought.
Well, there was one girl in my Bible study who loved burnt cookies, and so...
God knew! God is so personal! That's so great, I love that! Maybe she just needed that cookie. I love that. Hey, what are you adding? First of all, we don't keep instant coffee in our house except for cooking.
Yes.
Instant coffee. No! Get thee behind me, instant coffee.
Burger don't drink coffee, and so instant coffee is all we have. So we don't have a coffee maker, so if somebody comes over but wants coffee, we can just put it in hot water. So
I like it.
Yes.
So hospitable. I like that, Lillian.
So you add the instant coffee at this point, and it really brings out the chocolate, and most people don't even notice it. So I don't even tell them that it is in there at all. So we have our oven preheated eggs.
I can't believe she put those in the oven. I was freaking out. I just mean on the inside, but you never want to discourage your children's creativity. So look at that one hand, girl. I told them that you did them one-handed. So much better than me. Woo! Have you become a more precisioned egg cracker since you have been in nursing school and you have to give shots and things? Inquiring minds want to know. Now, Miss Lillian.
Well, I just washed my hands after touching those eggs just to make
time.
sure that I didn't get any salmonella anywhere, because it actually comes from the outside of the egg.
I didn't know that.
Next, they say to blend each egg in one after the other. However, I think adding them all in at the same time is just easier, and I haven't seen any negative results yet.
I love that. I love that. Efficiency.
You do this for 5 minutes, so it's a long time.
5 minutes.
At this stage, the coffee is still really something.
The coffee really smells nice and strong. That's really pretty, Lillian.
You beat this for 5 minutes.
Really looking fluffy.
We taste it.
What are we doing now, Miss Lillian?
We are adding 2 cups flour, and then we add 1 of our tablespoons of baking soda. And I add the flour before the baking soda because in a perfect world, you would mix together your baking soda and salt and flour in a separate bowl and then add it. But we don't have any time for that. So we're gonna add it in, and the flour is gonna provide kind of a little blanket for our baking soda. We're gonna put it in.
Flour blanket. Love it.
And then we're gonna kind of mix.
Oh, you mix it.
We mix it kind of the top. So it's not mixing into the batter that we've, like the butter sugar mixture. It's kind of just mixing into the flour.
I love that.
You don't get a big chunk of baking soda then.
That's so good because nobody wants a big chunk of baking soda.
No, I made cornbread and I mixed the 2 up, and so I added like 6 teaspoons of the wrong thing, and it was just acrid. It was just so bad.
Nobody wants acrid. The reason I call her Miss Lillian is because in the South, that's what everybody would call her. They would say, Miss Lillian.
Of course, I am from the Midwest. There's no Southern in me.
No, that's not true, because your Southern mama created you. Remember in the Bible when Eve, like original Greek, said she created a man?
This is why it turns out different every time. I think I've discovered the reason.
Epiphany moment.
Now I mix again, and we don't over mix. So this we kind of combine.
Combine. She's putting in salt.
Mom thought that I was going to put in this much salt,
I did. I was like,
which I'm glad she caught me on. I'm only supposed to put in this much salt, which I only put in this much salt. But we had the other one set up for our ingredient list.
I mean, if we ran a marathon, we might need that much salt. Maybe. I don't run. If you see me running, call the police because someone is chasing me. I will never run. I respect people who run. I had a brother-in-law who is an Ironman, and my brother is an Ironman. Are you a runner?
I ran briefly in Ireland with my friend Molly because she was a runner. Without her, I would not have run. But I did enjoy it. I learned to enjoy it.
That's amazing. Respect that.
Okay, so as you can see, it doesn't look like it's mixed extremely well. And it's not. Because then we add the chocolate
And you're right. If you thought it wasn't mixed really well, you're right.
I chopped up these chocolate chips, and this is unsweetened cocoa. At my house, I use chocolate chunks or chopped dark chocolate. But here we have semi-sweet chocolate chips, and we had a bar of baker's chocolate.
Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty.
Which the darker chocolate, the better for chocolate chips is my motto.
You love dark chocolate. Okay, you should show how pretty that Choc chocolate is just gorgeous. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, nice. Perfect.
Next, we're gonna add some more chocolate chips.
More chocolate. Yes. All the yes. So you're adding chocolate chips and chopped chocolate.
Yes, I love the variety of sizes in chocolate chips. I just think it's more fun.
So much more fun. This is why your cookies are unbelievably good. I'm so excited. Okay, what now, Missy?
Now the final mix.
The final mix. Is it hard to mix?
A little bit.
She says it's a little hard to mix.
A little tougher than me.
No, nothing's tougher than you.
So then you just unplug your mixer.
Safety first.
And you pop out your tongs. And you do a little.
She's a really good drummer. Just saying. Played in the worship band, and you were in a band once.
I was.
One night on the square.
For one night on the square.
One night she was a star. I don't know if y'all know the band Skillet, but the drummer on there
is incredible.
incredible.
And that's me. Just kidding.
And that's her.
I'm not the I'm not the drummer from Skillet, but I wish I was.
I think you would be great.
Oh, thank you. I'm not to that skill level.
Do a little psh.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Somebody gets to lick these.
Oh, I'm so excited. So one for me, one for you, or wait, I get both. How about we share?
Sure.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
So what I do is I get the little cookie scoop and I put it in this because cookies are so much better after being refrigerated for like overnight or a period of days. And it also means that when you want cookies, like you're watching a movie and you want some milk and cookies, you just pop this out of the fridge, put them on a pan, and then stick them in the oven and you have cookies already prepared. We're gonna put some on the tray as well.
So what's the shortest time you can keep them in the fridge?
You know, it really depends on your patience level, you know?
Uh-oh.
How long are you willing to wait for them?
It's true. Never pray for patience. Pray for wisdom, James says, and God will give generously and without reproach. But you have to ask in faith. Those are looking good. Okay.
These cookies are ready for the oven. You're gonna put these in the oven at 375 for 8 to 12 minutes.
Nice. Lillian just took these out. The smell is unbelievable. Lillian, it was so fun to make cookies with you today. This was so great. I appreciate you doing this with me. This just makes my day.
It was so fun to make cookies with you.
And so these are for your Bible study this week.
Yes, unless they get eaten before that.
Which they will. I mean, you're going to make a lot, but let's be honest, we're going to eat a lot. I'm going to eat a lot. Anyway, Lillian, thank you so much. Do y'all see how pretty these are? And they smell so good.
After they've gone in the refrigerator overnight, they kind of get to be a little bit bigger and a little bit lighter after they're done.
They're so good. They're like, there's nothing wrong with this cookie. It's outstanding. Lillian, thank you for cooking with me today. It was so fun. Did you have fun?
So much fun.
Yay. Maybe I can get her to do it again. Y'all, I hope you make these cookies at home. Do you think they can do it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Lillian has confidence in you, so do I. Well, have a great day.
Don't forget to thank Jesus.
And enjoy. See you next time. That was great.
Oh.
Love you. Thank you, sweetie. That was so much fun. That was so much fun.
Are they good?
They're so good. They're so good.